Hello everyone, this is Steven from the Even Steven channel, and today we're taking a look at the Marlin 1894 SBL. Nice little gun. This is a 44 Magnum lever action rifle. And like I often do, we'll take a look at the box first. Now, these Marlin boxes, which unfortunately are no longer being made right, or not being made right now, these Marlin boxes really don't have much coming in them. It's really just a cardboard box. And I don't even see the manual in here. I'm not sure where that went. I would assume it came with it, but I don't even see the manual in here. All I see is basically this gun lock and what I put inside this bag here. Now this is it's called the offset hammer spur. The idea is if you have a scope on the rifle, you attach this to the hammer. This allows you to more easily cock the hammer. Sometimes this screw can come loose. You kind of screw it down here. The set screw comes out of here, if I'm focusing correctly. And sometimes this comes loose. I decided to take it off. Also in this bag, I have the the rear sight. The Marlin 1894 and 1895 SBL come with a pretty good ghost ring sight setup. And the way you would adjust this is there's pretty much no elevation adjustment. But you can adjust windage by rotating one screw and then rotating the opposite screw in the other direction. It kind of moves that sight left to right or right to left, whichever you prefer. Had to take it off for the scope. Now, let's get the box off of this table. Take a look at the Marlin 1894 SBL. A little closer. I'm going to bring this camera down a little bit. Bring it all the way down. In my videos, I like to go back to front. Start in the back. We have a very nice rubber recoil pad. Good for absorbing the recoil. Nice gray laminate furniture. I like it. Swivel stud. It's a cap, which is taking a little bit of damage here. You can see this little scratch here. It's been used. The large stainless big loop, the SBL, actually stands for stainless big loop. This is the 1894 SBL. I got the hammer. This is a manual safety, which is not necessary, but it's there. How you would use it without the manual safety is you would have the full cock, at rest, half cock, which is the safety position, and then full cock, which is ready to fire. And you'll notice that with this scope here, it's a little bit hard to get to that hammer, but I just kind of make do. Trigger guard, the lever, of course. If you didn't know how a lever action gun works, you put cartridges in here, like this very powerful 44 Magnum cartridge. I think this is Remington ammo. Put in there one at a time, which I'm not going to do. And when you're ready to fire, you're going to pull the lever down. It's going to take the cartridge out of the tubular magazine, kind of put it up on this lifter here. It's going to go up, chamber. At that point, you're going to fire. Then keep going until you're done firing or it's empty. Loading gate, kind of ejection port here. Like I mentioned before, the rear sight would go here. This is a cheaper Monstrum 1:4 low power variable optic, which works pretty well actually. I like it. It's not the best, but it's good enough. The Picatinny rail here, the XS lever rail. More of the gray laminate furniture. Front swivel stud, 16.5-inch barrel, nice big wide front sight, and a non-threaded barrel, which I'm okay with. 16.5-inch barrel, and I believe this is an 8-shot capacity in 44 Magnum or 44 Special. Let's flip it around, give a good look, come the opposite direction. Let's see if we can pick up some of that lettering. 1894 SBL model, 1894 SBL. Caliber 44 Remington Magnum or 44 Special. Even closer, it's hard just to pick up with the glare here, but it says, the Marlin Firearms Company, Ilion, New York, USA. Oh, there we go. Also partially obscured by the rail itself. Beautiful gun. So what is this gun good for? I think the intention is some kind of guide gun or survival gun. I'm not sure how well it fits that role. How many people actually need that kind of gun? I think for most people it's just kind of just a fun gun. You know, how many people really need a guide gun, a survival gun? To me, this is just a really fun gun to go to the range and shoot. 44 Remington Magnum is a very, very potent revolver cartridge. But when you put it into a rifle, it's very pleasant to shoot. Probably more pleasant than, say, 30-30. It's not nothing, but this, I think, 7-8 pound rifle tames it very well. So how's the reliability on this gun? I would say it's mostly good. Lever action guns tend to have a good reputation for reliability. I will say I have one problem with this gun, and this is this screw right here. This is a known issue. Why not put that half cock while we're at it? This is a known issue right here. Some of the screws, particularly this one, have been known to come loose, and this is a screw that holds the loading gate in place. So if you start shooting, this screw can start coming out backwards, and the loading gate starts moving around, and the gun starts jamming up. So I've just recently Loctited this down. I got some blue Loctite, which surprised me. Let me grab it right next to me. I apologize for the delay. Blue Loctite. This is made to be removable, so it's not permanent. And this stuff comes out a little bit more like paint, the consistency of paint, than glue. It's a very, very small screw in there. Just take it out, put a little bit of Loctite, screw it back in, let it sit for a day. And hopefully that does the trick. I haven't tested it out after doing that, but hopefully it does the trick. So how's the accuracy? Well, I'm really not the best rifle shooter. I don't pretend to be, because I tend not to shoot very far. I tend to only shoot about 25 yards. However, with this scope and this rifle, and taking my time, I can have 3 shots on a paper target all touching each other. Now, that might not be very impressive because I said 25 yards. I said I'm not shooting very far. But I like to think that's decent. Now, I would assume the maximum range of this gun is probably about 100, 200 yards. Because that 44 Magnum cartridge really isn't designed to be all that aerodynamic. It's a big, blunt cartridge. I think up to 200 yards, this would be an excellent survival gun, an excellent deer gun. But even for like a hunting application, do you really want to carry this around? You really want to be dinging this up? First of all, it's so gorgeous. And at this point, it's a collectible. But I really enjoy shooting this gun. It's a fun gun to shoot. It's enjoyable to shoot. The ammo is not excessively expensive. It's about $1 a shot. When you compare that to other rifles, it's not too bad. Compared to, say, I don't know, 4570 in my Marlin 1895. 4570 ammo is like 2 or 3 times more expensive. So you get a so-called bargain with the 44 Magnum. And that's it. Everything to say, anything to add to it. Remember one time, if I can add a negative here, one time I had some Remington ammo that jammed really hard in the chamber. We had trouble getting it out. Now I don't know if that was related to the loading gate problem. that having problem with the loading gate messed up being able to work this action, have the round come out properly. It's possible. It's possible that with this screw backing out, it was preventing me from pulling this lever back properly. And it wasn't until I really diagnosed the problem that I was able to get it working properly. We'll see. We'll see. But I don't need to tell you, the Marlin 1894 SBL is a desirable gun. It's a collectible gun. Nothing I say is probably going to diminish its demand. There are only so many. Marlin has gone bankrupt, and well, Remington has gone bankrupt. Ruger has bought Marlin, and they haven't come back with the guns yet. But yep, highly recommend it. Marlin 1894 SBL. Make sure your screws are good and tight and not backing out. I think that does it. This is Steven from the Even Steven channel, taking a look at the Marlin 1894 SBL. Thank you for coming along. Do all that like, sharing, subscribing, commenting, all that YouTube stuff. And I will see you next time. Thank you, and goodbye.